if you'll direct your attention to the stream on Twitch right now, you'll see something pretty cool as our opener, um, as our opening screen. Which, if I do say so myself, looks pretty goddamn good.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Man, I joined and you have 0 watchers. Man, get a fucking following, dude.
Emmy, are you there?
Yeah.
Hello. I couldn't hear you before.
I'm trying to get my keybind to actually work. Hold on.
I see.
For some reason, it will not let me load my characters on D&D Beyond.
I had an issue like that and I didn't realize I was logged out, so...
Yeah, well, give me a 5 word gateway timeout.
I'm getting the same thing. Sucks.
Really?
What the scallop?
Opened it up like 5 minutes ago. Mine's up perfectly fine. I'm not going to refresh my page in case it fucks up, though.
Do not refresh your page.
I refreshed it. It's still working. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a brand new episode of Wyndburgh. As per usual, I am your host and your DM, Commander Rod, and this is 140.85 Outer Heaven Radio, bringing you the best D&D podcast, actual play live stream of all time. There is no question here.
No one verify those claims. Just
don't.
Trust us.
Yeah, just trust us. Source, trust me, bro. As you can see on the screen right now, we have the new flag of Wyndburgh with the crimson red and the golden yellow, established in 1295. And then look at that. Look at that. We have a new stinger transition thing. And here are our players. Let me just get this sized properly. Oh, we I forgot. We have Cowboy M instead of Ethilden because we went and we played Red Dead Redemption.
Oh yay!
That's
just
really
fucking
fun.
leave at this point. Like, just do it.
No, don't worry. I can switch it.
Ethilden's a cowboy now.
They got me slightly closer test, but I'm still unable to access my character.
Ethilden is just straight up cowgirl at all times.
Yeah.
It would be very funny if the elves spoke with like a southern accent.
I give you a temporary yeehaw license. You may use it once during the campaign.
Alright, I need to make this slightly smaller still. There we go. I think we got it. I do still find it very funny that Gimnir is like the shortest one in the reactive images.
Yeah, one of the shortest ones. He's just down there.
He's just he's like shoulder height to the others. It's really funny. Okay, everyone, welcome back. I just received a message from John. He's a bit burned out from some stuff, so he just needs to rest for a while. He won't be joining us today, but that's okay. Yeah, so last session we met up with Mimi following the battle against Hashmal, and she explained the existence of people that know of the Father Forge, which is a place where it would be possible to repair and revive Grimorian, as well as repair and revive a friend of Kirith's, a man by the name of Ripley. And after that, as we started making our way, our way east, we stopped by the city of Flint Rock, where we were welcomed by the lovely tiefling sisters, Alexia, Antigone, and Ophelia. And we actually have them right here. We were also met by Jerky, who is a giant, stupid boy, but that means so well. Huh. Did I miss Ophelia, or am I going insane? Oh, I guess I did miss Ophelia. That's okay. I could have sworn I saved her, but all I have to do is go over here and get it. Wyndburgh files. Transparents. Ophelia. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. All of them looking beautiful. We were welcomed by Ophelia, Antigone, and Alexia, as well as Jerky. And they essentially gave us all residence in a tavern. Like a hotel for the night. This,
Oh, that's what a tavern is?
yeah, it's like an inn.
I was being an ass.
Excuse me.
Because you were like, a tavern, which is like a hotel
What
for
the
the night.
scallop are you talking about right now?
If you say that one more goddamn time.
What the scallop?
My God.
Holy shrimp.
What was the thing that Seeker was saying, which I wanted to annoy Emily with?
I'm begging you not to.
It was more aquatic based puns.
Yeah,
For gore.
I forgot to. It was all like marine biology puns, and I was living while listening to those. I got to go back and watch our Dark Tide playthrough. Okay. As the sun begins to rise over the city of Flint Rock, the light begins to seep through the blinds in you guys' rooms. You all essentially had separate rooms in this tavern, and you've all taken a long rest. You are fully healed from your battles.
Would this count as a long rest?
Yes, it would.
Exceptional.
And who would like to take the lead?
So I'm sorry, could you tell us exactly where we're staying again?
You guys are staying at a tavern on the lower level of the city of Flint Rock. It's a circular city, and it's tiered, right? It has different layers, essentially.
Average hive city.
Yeah, pretty much. It looks like essentially what a hive would look like. And on the inside of the lower level, everything that isn't this this hatched out section is buildings upon buildings that connect to each other and mount on top of each other. If you're looking at the city from above, this is what it looks like. And obviously this goes all the way out. But if you're looking at it from the side, it would be a circle, which is, from the side, looks like a rectangle. Like this. And at the top, you would be seeing buildings upon buildings and houses, and everything's just stacked on top of each other and almost spilling out, as there are buildings that are attached to the side of the parapets. And it just, it just goes on. At night, when you guys arrived, this um the city looked completely inaccessible, but as the light begins to come in through your windows, you can see, even from your beds, you can see that there are ratways and passages and small alleyways here and there connecting the city on a level that is, you doubt that even the people that live here know exactly where every single alleyway leads. It's an extremely dense city.
Gotcha. Okay. I think at this point, Gimli would probably still be asleep, but not like heavily asleep, because like they just went through some shit.
Right.
I sleep very light. I will open my door.
You all hear a door opening as Saltbrook comes out onto the hallway.
I'll do that classic hotel thing where you look left and then look right, take a deep breath, and then figure out which direction you're going to walk into.
As you
just by throwing a quarter.
As you look down the hallways, you notice that this building looked a lot smaller from outside. You didn't pay too much attention to it last night. You were tired. But now that you're here, it's eerie. It's uncanny. It looks much bigger than what it should be. While you're here on the inside, the walls have these wooden panels, these wooden horizontal panels, and there is the smell of stale cedar in the air. And as you, how did you open the door, Saltbrook?
I'd like to say I kicked it down, but I'm not going to be disrespecting property just yet, so I would have opened the door like a regular, well-adjusted human being.
Okay. Down to your right, you see that the hallway seems to continue for an unrealistic amount. To the left, you see a um a short woman wearing heavy plate armor. Her skin is red, and she has horns on her forehead, and they are essentially filed down to small nubs. With her, she carries a spear, and she seems to be going through a checklist.
I will approach
As she
as nonchalantly as I can.
Okay. As she turns around to face you, Saltbrook, you notice that she her garments underneath her armor are blue. They're not coalition blue, although it does strike you as odd that someone in these parts would be wearing those colors. She notices you and looks at you from the corner of her eye, and then she goes back to looking at her list.
I will walk past. Because I really don't know how to make conversation at 8 in the morning.
Fair. As you walk,
Pretty woman make Gringo burr.
He hasn't had his coffee yet.
Very true.
What the hell's a coffee?
There is coffee in D&D. People think that there isn't, but there is.
What the hell's a coffee?
Um,
Actually, I should walk out and see if this place has a complimentary breakfast.
do you go downstairs?
I will go downstairs. I want to see if there's a complimentary breakfast.
Sure. As you go down the hallway past this red woman, a door right next to her opens, and you hear hushed voices. And from inside, you see another woman with horns on her head. These are very much more ornate, and her skin is this light pink. Her eyes yellow with her pupils a black slit, and as she whispers towards this other woman, the pinkish woman looks at you, and she seems a bit embarrassed for catching your gaze, and she goes back into the room and closes the door.
Would I be able to perceive any of the things that they said, or was it just like?
Give me a perception check.
Alright, perception check. That will be a 10.
Okay. You don't catch a lot of the details, but you can tell that the smaller woman, the red woman, her name is Alexia's, and Alexia is going to town, out into town to grab a few essentials, and it seems like the pink woman was asking her to bring back certain things. You couldn't tell what those things were, but you can tell that that is the gist of the conversation.
Seems normal. I will continue my strut down the stairs.
Okay. Oh, and by the way, anybody that wants to like wake up and participate is free to do so.
I'm glad you reiterated that.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that everyone feels comfortable in joining the scene.
The
I
girls
think
shopping day out.
at this point, Gimnir's probably waking up. He's always slept in a little bit. I
Yeah,
think
same.
even since like session 1, he slept in a little bit.
He's always been a bit of a heavy
Um,
sleeper, yeah.
He needs his cat naps.
Oh my god. The fact that you
Yeah,
have
cat
like
needs like 14 hours of sleep a day.
fully embraced the haha cat joke makes me so happy.
I mean, he is just a cat man, essentially, but he's not a
I
tabaxi.
have like a Gimnir headcanon in the car. What if he like headbutts people he loves because that's what cats do?
Aw, when he hugs you, he also
Nat,
just
hold
headbutts
on.
you.
I'm gonna
Nat,
cry,
Nat,
guys. I'm gonna cry.
you're giving me ideas for sad moments. Don't do this.
Oh
You're
my
gonna
god,
actually
I
yeah.
was
everyone
like,
regret this.
I was like making a
Yes.
cinematic trailer in my head. I'm like, oh
Don't
no,
do this
sad
to me.
Gimnir.
Don't do this to me.
Oh
I
my
will
god,
literally
I
teach
can see
myself
that.
how to
I
draw
can
an
see
anime
that
just like
becoming
this.
like the saddest fucking thing in the planet. Oh, that is beautiful. I
I
love that.
love me some angst.
Yes.
Anyways, at this point, Gimnir is waking up. He has not donned any of his armor,
Okay.
or anything like that. He's kind of just in plain everyday clothes
Sure.
that
Do
he found.
you go outside of your
He's not
room?
sure they're. He's not sure that the clothes were there for him, but he put them on anyway. Yeah, he's probably gonna exit out and also see if there's like anything to eat.
I see. Gimnir, as you walk out of your room, you see the red woman standing there, and as she writes on her notes, she notices you open the door, and she looks at you, and she seems to look down, and then back up, and then starts writing on her list again.
I don't think my thighs have grown that big in such a short amount of time.
You got it. Well, you're not wearing armor, so she can see what they really look like.
Fair enough.
Plus, she didn't make the comment, but she was curious. What do you do, Gimnir?
Gimli is just going to sort of like make his way over to her and be like, "So I don't think we really got properly introduced. I'm Gimnir."
She sort of stares at you for a little bit, and you can tell that she's not a talker. And question, Gimnir, would you be the type of
Answer,
person?
Rod.
Would you be the type of person to know sign language?
Me personally, no. I do. I would love to learn, but
Gimnir specifically.
Gimnir probably not, or at the very least, it would be like very basic signs that he learned whenever he was in the military for like basic signals.
I see. Gimnir,
Nothing complex though.
the red woman looks you up and down, and she signs with her hands, signs that are a bit too complicated for you to understand. and seeing that you're not really recognizing what she's trying to say, she writes down on the piece of paper that she has, and she turns it around towards you, and it says Alexia.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Alexia. Is there any place I could get a bite to eat? It's been a long night.
She uses her spear essentially and points down to the corridor behind her. There are stairs that lead down.
He sort of nods, much appreciated. And he's gonna sort of walk away. We've never really established in canon whether or not Givnir has a tail, so I'm just gonna establish it now. He does. It is short.
Okay. Is it like a nub?
Not like a nub, but it's like
Yeah, because the way I had it, it was just like a lion tail, like that.
yeah.
But is it
It's like
here?
half that length. Yeah,
Like
it's like
here.
half that length.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to remake a bunch of these minis eventually.
It's all good.
Okay. So I'm sorry, what do you do with your tail?
Oh, I was just establishing because he's walking past, so
Gotcha. As you pass by, you feel Alexia's eyes are on you, essentially.
Gimnir's tummy rumbles and he is too preoccupied with food to notice. He's already had comments on his thighs in the past 24 hours. He's kind of used to it at this point.
He's a strong boy. No wonder people look at him. Okay.
Can I make the proposition that Ithil and Kirith just crashed with the girls in the gal pal room?
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
We had a girl sleepover with Thalion.
As you wake up, Ithilden, you're actually woken up by Ophelia, as she's essentially she's putting her hair in an updo, and she's filing a little bit, her horns a little bit, just for aesthetic purposes. And as you wake up, you notice that Kirith is essentially just. You never noticed this before because you've never, slept right next to her. But you notice that Kirith is just like, her horns don't glow when she's asleep. And she drools a ton and she's just completely splayed out on the bed. Like, this is what she looks like. Okay?
Peter Griffin pose.
She's just here, and her body is like completely like this.
Peter Griffin pose, yeah.
Just like that.
Hey, Lois.
And she doesn't snore, but she goes like that a little bit.
We heard none of it.
Okay, well, you the type of snore that I do right before I go to sleep, or when I catch sleep. You know the one?
Yeah, me.
Okay, yeah, honk shoe. She's she doesn't quote unquote sleep pretty. She sleeps like a warrior. And she has very heavy sleep. And Ophelia is looking over at you and she says, you mumble in your sleep.
What?
You mumble. You mumble, you say words.
Like what?
Things about chainmail and metals and all different kinds of appliances for metals.
Okay.
Don't look at me, you're the one that speaks.
What language was it?
Common.
That's funny.
As you wake up, you notice that Antigone is just pacing around the room, essentially. And she seems to be looking for something.
I would like to stick my finger in Kira's mouth and wake her up.
What the scallop?
How do you stick the finger in?
You know
Good
when
way to
like
lose a finger.
like when a cat yawns and you just gotta like stick your finger in their mouth.
Roll a dex save for me.
Oh my
Absurd.
god. Dex, where is it? Fucking 25.
Oh my god. Okay. As you do that, immediately something like she bites down instinctively, and you pull your finger right at the last second. And as she wakes up, her horns glow a bit more than normal, and she just stares at you like, dude, what the fuck? Like,
You're a very heavy sleeper.
okay, so let sleeping tieflings lie. What is wrong with you?
But have you considered it was funny?
But have you considered that I could have ripped your finger off?
I raised a baby dragon without losing any limbs. I think I'm good.
Oh, you raised a baby Please. That talk might work with the others. It doesn't work for me. And she stretches, and she looks around. Her hair is just a mess. And she just looks around, and she's like, "And what's wrong with her?" And she points to Antigone, who's just walking around and pacing. And Ophelia says, she's waiting for Alexia to come back. She's bringing her supplies. Okay. Sounds vague.
Supplies for what?
You know, supplies. Even tieflings have, and she sort of points to her stomach.
Girl, you need some like cotton pads or what?
And as you say that, Antigone, who normally looks a shade of pink, she gets a bit red. And Kenneth looks at you and says, "Yeah, very discreet. I can't believe that you haven't been found yet with your dragon that you raised. Very discreet."
They'll just laugh.
Ophelia says, "I believe your friends are already awake. They went downstairs."
Okay, not. I don't want to like break him or anything, but Rod, do you think Greater Restoration would just kind of fix that problem?
What do you mean? What, a period?
Like,
What the
Reverse
scallop are you
period?
talking about?
Would
it
greater
fixes a condition. That's
Oh,
kind of a condition.
Yeah, but that that
puts
condition
the uterine lining back on.
it
No,
regulates
it's just like,
it regulates hormones? Is that what you're trying to say?
hey, if it restores things to how they're supposed to be,
Oh
you
my
know.
god. That's terrible.
It's a world
Oh
of
my
magic. Do
god.
you think they haven't found magic solutions to something?
Oh my god. That is, oh, I hate that. Hate that actually.
Anyway,
Uh yeah, Ithilden, Ophelia tells you that the others are already downstairs.
Oh my god. I guess I asked like, what was it, Antigone? He's like, you gonna be okay?
Antigone looks at you and, she gives you a nod and she's like, "Yeah, it's just annoying is all."
Yeah. I guess what, we go downstairs? I think Kira come with me, first of all.
Do you want Kirith to go with you?
Yes, she's my homegirl, thank you very much.
As you start walking out, you notice that Kirith is like talking to Ophelia on the side. Like she's whispering to her.
Do my elf ears hear it?
No. It's very, very quiet.
I am an elf.
Okay.
Do I hear it?
No, it's very, very
Rod,
quiet.
I'm gonna ask you this one more time. Can I roll to hear it?
I was sort of expecting you to RP it instead of mechanicize it. So, okay, sure, roll perception.
18.
Okay. You can sort of get that Kirith is asking for something.
I guess sure, I like kind of like sneak up behind her and like pop my head over her shoulder. What you talking about?
And as you say this, Kirith sort of gets startled for a second, and Ophelia looks at Kirith and then back at you and says, just because she's not a tiefling doesn't mean you can't just, do this in her presence. And Kirith is like, yeah, but it's like, I don't know, a bit private, don't you think? And Ophelia says, I have been paid to do more in the presence of less savory people. It's perfectly fine, in my opinion. All right, fine. And
What's going on?
you see Kirith, she shows you essentially. She has a file in her hands. And she says, this is something that tieflings have to do. And I don't know, I just never really did it around other people. And she starts to file her horns a little bit. And you can tell that she's not attempting to file them down. She's attempting to like sort of fix slight imperfections here and there where it grew a little bit too much. And she begins to walk towards the door while still filing it. And she looks back at you and says, come on, let's go. It's breakfast time.
And she like rolls her eyes, just goes.
Saltbrook,
Oh, so itchy.
Gimnir, actually. Gimnir, as you make your way downstairs, you notice that Saltbrook is already sitting at a table. Saltbrook, you have a full breakfast in front of you. And it was brought... It was...
full.
Yeah, and it was brought to you by Jerky. This big boy. Gimnir, what do you do?
So, Gibnir, as he's walking in, just sort of like yawns, stretches, looks around. Ah, Saltbrook, I see you've already got food. Might I
Yes.
join you?
You may.
Saltbrook, as you say, you may. Jerky, who's been standing next to you watching you eat, his head turns over to you and he says, more food.
Yes.
Okay. And as he runs back into the kitchen, you all, and this means as you as well, Lethal, you all feel the ground rumble as he runs.
Jerky, my blurky.
I love him.
He seems nice.
Do you take your seat, Gimnir?
Yeah, Gibnir's gonna sit like right across from Saltbrook.
Sorry. Gimnir, as you take your seat, you hear Kirith and Ethel's voice coming from the staircase. Ethel, Kirith looks
Seems
at
like
you.
We're gonna have,
Go ahead.
seems like we're gonna have some company soon. We might want to motion for some more food.
I'm sure that Jerky will figure it out.
As you say more food, Gimnir, you notice Jerky peep his head out from inside the kitchen. More?
And he kind of just like he just kind of like shouts over at him, "A lot more meat, please."
More! And he runs back in. Ethel Kirith looks over at you and says, and essentially she's continuing the conversation from before. I don't know, I just never really did it in front of people. What?
It's like brushing your hair or trimming your nails.
Is it though? They're like horns. Most people don't have it.
Sure, it's just I don't see why it's weird.
I don't know. Don't you look at like humans or like dwarves or something, and you look at their ears and they're not pointy? Isn't that weird?
Sure, I guess it doesn't really bother me anymore. No,
Wow. Thanks.
Oh, you know what I'm
shut it down.
talking about, please. And she looks over at you, Saltbrook, and uh she like as she's like filing her horns, she files it and then points the file towards you in like one swift motion. It's like, you know what I'm talking about. Please. You have a cool relationship with like what? Is it like a demon or something? Because I know demons. They can be pains in assholes.
Demon? No. Lich? Yes.
A leech? Ah. Okay,
No,
so
a lich, not a leech.
wow, Ithilden. Very funny. Are you trying out for some new stand-up? Because I couldn't tell.
No, just curious about the accent is all.
The accent? This entire time we've been fighting side by side, and now you want to ask about the accent? I should ask the same of you.
Oh, God forbid, a quiet moment when we're talking as friends.
I mean, if you want to ask about my accent, I am also very curious about yours. Why is it that, you know, the niece of a noblewoman from Sylvania have that sort of accent?
I wasn't raised as a noble in the court. What are you on about? Where the hell are you from?
The Seven Hells. See,
Hot.
that's what I'm talking about. We haven't been talking properly. How are we going to be besties if we don't know each other like this?
That's why I asked.
Well, now you know. And then she sits down, triumphantly, essentially. So, you, and she snaps her finger and points at you, Gimnir.
Uh,
Is
me?
it?
And he points at himself.
Yes, you. Is it true that you always fall on your feet?
I wish that were the case.
Damn it.
But it has come to my attention that that is not true.
Damn it. And then suddenly from the stairs, you hear a voice. And for that, you owe me 5 gold. And Sev is standing at the staircase. And Kirith looks over at him. Yeah, stop counting your fucking victories. Anyway, I shouldn't bet with the blue man.
Gimnir sort of like leans over with a small smile. You know, if you told me it was a bet, I would have said yes.
Yeah, otherwise it wouldn't have been a real victory.
Respectable.
Jerky begins to come out with more food. And as he starts putting the plates down on your table. And as he notices there's an extra person, you can all visibly see that he gets angry. You didn't say more. You all said more for 2. Oh, he runs back in, stomping his feet.
Oh no, Jerky, most of this is for me. Thank you.
Now I need more. Oh, Catman not making things easy.
You're not making things easy, Cap.
Yeah, Catman, not making it easy.
You want some catnip tea
I
with that?
sound like a vigilante when you call me that.
Catman? Pfft, nobody's afraid.
Catman.
Nobody's afraid of cats. I am very much afraid of cats. They're terrifying.
You should be.
I'm not.
Oh, you will be.
Oh, okay, so and Seven puts all his 4 arms on the table, and he says, "Okay, so we have business to attend, or at least I have business to attend. I have things to do, places to go, people to see. One of the people
that look like me is over to the east, and I would like to get there soon. What are you going to do?
I think I miss my best friend too much. I'm probably going to head back to Sylvania myself.
Well,
Where
having
was it?
extra people would be very good.
Where was it that we were like? Who were we told to go see about the fucking Father Forge?
You were told that someone that knows about the Father Forge, is over here by the High Eyes.
I see.
And when you were all leaving the Sylvanian monk's temple, Seven felt the presence of another one like him, roughly around this area.
That's a big circle.
Yeah.
Okay, so you will be getting your. I. I'm sorry. You humanoids look very similar to me. So I can't tell if they're man, woman, neither, both. I don't know. But friends, yes?
That's correct.
Okay. So if we get another person, that means there's more of us 6 times over than there are of them. And if they try to kill me, we will kill them right back.
I
Flawless
suppose that is.
logic.
One at a time. What's up?
I just said flawless logic.
Thank you.
I suppose that is how that would work.
What if this person doesn't want to be found?
Well, tough shit. I want to fight them. And if they don't want to be found, that's their problem, not mine.
Okay.
Kirith then look. She sort of looks around for a moment and she says, "Well, if we do stop to grab your friend," and she looks over at you, Gimnir, "in Sylvania, that means that transportation to the high ice would be a little bit easier. If I'm not mistaken, Mochi should still be in Sylvania. At least that's the last time I heard from him.
Whew, lucky us.
Or we don't have to go with him. I tell you, so angry sometimes.
I'd much prefer that we do. I grew tired of walking.
Aren't you the one that can fly?
Yes, but only for a few minutes.
Fair, yeah, real drawback.
Mm-hmm.
So, shall we plan how we do this? And she, from inside her, one of her pockets, like in her clothing, she pulls out a map. And she shows it to everyone.
Okay. Now, we know that a lot of the parts in the Sylvanian territory are demilitarized. That doesn't mean we can't go through it. That just means that Federation and Coalition can't get inside. The problem is, how do we get to where we need to go as fast as possible?
Well, Mochi does have that airship.
Right, yes, but how do we get to the first place we're going? I'm assuming we're going to Sylvania first.
We still have the horses.
That is very true.
I mean, we have enough, especially with. Well, Ithilden can probably fly, right?
You're gonna have to check on that, but probably.
Judging by the size that that thing is, you're going to have a little bit of trouble flying on it. Although, what happened during that fight? It got bigger, or was it just me?
He certainly seemed to, and then it's like it just went away.
Huh. Weird. I don't suppose you can all turn like gold and like all glowy and stuff like you did that time and then, you know, fly us there? Is that like a thing you can do when you do that?
No.
Ugh. So much for divine power.
Like I've said before, you can't rely on the divine.
And when a paladin says that, you know to believe it. She looks at all of you while saying this. Okay. How would you like to trace your route to the Golden Palace?
Yeah, let's go shopping first. I gotta get some stuff.
Oh yeah, we never did that. Okay.
Yeah, I already sent you what I wanted. All I need is a price on that.
Yes, I am a fool. I did not look properly.
I forgot what I would need to buy. I'd have to double
Upgrade
check.
for battle axe. You're
Since we're out of RP, Rod, I sent you a thing over DM on Discord. It's not important. It's just something pertaining to the world. A little
okay.
bit.
Much appreciated. I'll take a look at it in a bit. Let's see. Your battle axe is a regular battle axe. Cool. Okay. Gimnir, that's gonna be 550 for a +1 battle axe.
Sounds good.
Josiah, what do you want to shop?
I've already got decent armor. I guess I'd want to improve the attack on my longsword and maybe find a different melee weapon.
Okay.
Do they, by chance, have great swords on sale here?
Yes, they do.
All right. What would that cost me?
Regular greatsword?
I'd probably get a +1.
A
Can't probably afford
+1?
that.
You're looking at
That
around.
exists.
You're looking at around 550 as well.
550? Sure, I'll do a great sword for 550.
Okay.
+1, that is.
Let's see. Greatsword +1. Yeah, I can add that to your equipment.
Sure.
And I'll take.
I already took 550.
Oh, okay, cool. Ethel, is there anything you'd like to shop for?
I don't think so.
Would you like to? Yeah, no, fair.
Yeah, I've already managed my gold as well, by the way.
There is a magic shop in this town. If you would like to check that out.
I would.
Yeah, if you give me like a list, I can get it retroactively to you while I just look around while we figure out what we're doing.
Let's see. Okay. All right.
I would like to go to the magic shop as well and see what they got in order.
Would you all like to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm down, yeah.
Also, does anyone want my longsword? I'm probably not going to need it anymore.
I think everyone is.
Can I have it?
Yeah, you can have it, sure.
Oh, sweet, cool. I like that. I like collecting things.
I'll give you
Because we
the
can
long.
It's
tell about my constant Skyrim over
I was
incumbents.
about to say, yeah.
I can't let anything
then
go.
I will hand off my longsword to Ithilden then.
Nice. Okay. As you arrive to this this shop, you see the name Felia and Teltu's Arcana on a little street known as Ashwood Lane in the arcane quarter of Flint Rock. It's a narrow alley filled with elemental forges.
The street outside is crowded with a procession of the Artificers Society as they're just walking by, sort of asking for better work conditions. The shop is a two-story building of stone walls with several stained glass windows. The walls are engraved with runes of power and sorcery. As you walk in, the shopkeeper is a young woman by the name of Felia Macy. She's particularly interested in items and artifacts from dragon hordes. She's an old black woman, and she's bespectacled.
Is it too hard to say she's wearing glasses?
She's wearing glasses.
That was pretty easy.
Spectacled, my god.
Hello,
the spectacle.
hello,
Kind of a fun
dearies.
word.
Hello. Welcome to my shop.
Nemo.
How may I help you today? Did you say
mostly
something?
browsing.
Oh, hello.
I'm mostly browsing, but these others might have a better idea of what they're looking for.
Well, sure. You can take a look at our lane of equipment in the middle that should suit a fine young man as you.
As you
What kind of objects does she possess?
inside of there's three aisles in this little shop. The first aisle, you see the following items. I'm going to post them. Hold on. Just so that I don't forget them. I'm putting them in D&D roll spam, okay?
Okay.
You see a +1 light crossbow. Don't worry about the DMG or XG, okay? That is specifically the name of the source that I got it from. The first one is a +1 light crossbow. Every strike by this weapon is accompanied by a burst of light. A +2 lance. This distinctive weapon was created by the elves of the ancient empire of Valade. A folding boat. This distinctive item was created by a goddess of magic for her most loyal hero. And these descriptions are essentially on little tags that are attached to these items. An instrument of illusions. This masterwork item was taken from the Dread Gauntlet of Lhasa. A potion of healing that looks different from the ones that you guys normally have. This yellow serum causes the air to become warm and humid when used. There's a staff of bird calls. In fact, there's two of them. One is a battered Yo staff, created by the elves of the ancient dominion of Othland. And another staff of bird calls, made of heavy elm, that shivers when undead are near. There's a wand of pyrotechnics. This hawthorn wand was created by the great artificer Urnamar. And another wand of pyrotechnics, this one made of ornate willow and created by the illustrious artificer Samela.
Yeah, quick
And
question. What the hell is a staff of bird calls?
a staff of bird calls. Let me
Like,
make
is it a
sure.
stick that literally makes bird calls?
Here's what it is. This wooden staff is decorated with bird carvings. It has 10 charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend one charge from the staff and cause it to create one of the following sounds out to a range of 60 feet. A finch's chirp, a raven's caw, a duck's quack, a chicken's cluck, a goose's honk, a loon's call, a turkey's gobble, a seagull's cry, an owl's hoot, or an eagle's shriek. The staff regains 1d6 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn. If you expend the last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the staff explodes in a harmless cloud of bird feathers and is lost forever.
How about an instrument of illusions?
Instrument of illusions. Instru- Weird. Hold on. Instrument of illusions. Because I have my little sheet that I made with all these. There it is. While playing this instrument, you can create harmless illusory visual effects within a 5-foot radius sphere centered on the instrument. If you're a bard, the radius increases to 15 feet. Sample visual effects include luminous musical notes, a spectral dancer, butterflies, and gently falling snow. The magical effects have neither substance nor sound, and they are obviously illusory. The effect ends when you stop playing.
Interesting.
Are you all ready for the second aisle?
Yes.
There's more?
Yes, I told you there's 3 aisles.
Oh, sorry.
You're excused. Um, there's a +1 shield. A finely crafted shield engraved with runes of invulnerability. There's a +3 armor plate. This finely crafted armor is said to protect its wearer from the lies of a devil. Adamantine armor, a breastplate. This finely crafted armor once belonged to the legendary paladin Arled, who perished in the Wyvern Hills. There's 2 other adamantine armors. One of them is a breastplate, and the other is a chain shirt. The breastplate is an ornate armor said to grant the wearer immortal life. The chain shirt is said to compel its wearer to slay the behemoth of the Grey Wall Mountains. And then the final one, which is a half-plate adamantine armor. This masterwork armor was created by a goddess of war for her most loyal fighter, her champion. There is an armor of vulnerability, a finely crafted armor, trimmed with mink fur, a mariner's armor, breastplate, an ornate armor engraved with geometric patterns, a sentinel shield, there's 2 actually, a battered shield painted with an unknown coat of arms, and the other one is a finely crafted shield with an unknown coat of arms. Both coats are the same. And then finally, we have the third aisle. You find a half plate +1 armor, a masterwork armor engraved with geometric patterns, +1 leather armor. This ornate armor was taken from the hoard of the dragon Amsunit. A +1 shield, a battered shield painted with an unknown coat of arms, a scale mail adamantine armor, also said to grant its wearer immortal life, a splint adamantine armor. This ornate armor is said to be imbued with the spirit of the dwarf ranger Kada, who perished in the anvils of Ziri. A dragon scale mail of a blue dragon. This distinctive armor is said to compel its wearer to slay the Leviathan of the Sea of Pearls. A ring mail mariner's armor, a masterwork armor created by the elves of the ancient kingdom of Hilonde. A mithril armor chain shirt, set to compel the wearer to defend the Republic of Lunion, a plate mithril armor, distinctive armor engraved with geometric patterns, and a sentinel shield, a masterwork shield once belonged to the halfling ranger Ariel, leader of the Hammers of Hemur. And that is all that you see in this shop.
Okay, just for shits and giggles, how much is that +3 armor?
Do you take it over to the lady?
I'm more okay. So Gimner just sort of like indicates to it because he doesn't want to like touch it. It's obviously like expensive. How much would this be? Just wondering.
Oh, that is one of my finest pieces. Found it myself back when I could, adventure. Well, considering how it protects you from lies and is also such a fine piece of armor, I'd say something around 50,000 gold.
Can afford that.
God.
I'm gonna let everyone else go first, real quick. I'm going to consider some things.
All right.
Hold on, let me take out a mortgage on my house.
It's everyone's house and you take a mortgage on it.
I am interested in that adamantine armor because apparently it protects you from criticals.
Yes.
Wait, which one? There's a lot of them. Which one did you read?
Every
Adamantine is just how that is.
Oh,
yeah, adamantine armor.
apparently I don't know. Like the details that you fuckers do.
Well, all you got to do is just write it down on Google.
Hell, you didn't have to. You can just go to manage inventory, type in the keyword, and you can look at it, and it tells you what it does.
That is true. Yeah.
It's extremely handy.
So, which adamantine armor are you looking at?
I want something that matches my current armor. The problem is my armor is a +1, so it doesn't. There's nothing that's so perfectly matched.
Yeah, well, +1 versus no crits.
It's a pretty good deal because I get crit a fair amount of times.
That is true. I unfortunately roll extremely well against you, and it's unfortunate.
That's fine. Scaremail splint. I'd be interested in that splint armor, to be honest.
Okay.
I will ask what the cost of this adamantine split armor would be.
Ah, a fine piece. 9,500.
Sold.
You're buying it?
Yes, I am.
All right, spend the 9,500.
You're buying it.
Cha-ching.
And since you are so free with your money, I will add in something fun for you.
And she hands you a... Hold on, I need to... Okay, choose a number from 1 to 10.
7.
7. You get a spell scroll of Phantasmal Killer.
Okay.
It's here. You tap into the nightmares of a creature you can see within range and create an illusory manifestation of its deepest fears, visible only to that creature. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the target becomes frightened for the duration. At the end of each of the target's turns before the spell ends, it lasts 1 minute. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or take 4d10 psychic damage. On a successful save, the spell ends.
I will definitely take that.
All right, who's next?
Adamantine is what the Warforged are made out of, right?
Not all of them, no.
Not all of them.
No. Some of them are made of adamantine. Others are made of steel. Others are made of copper.
Out of RP. Isn't that what fucking Wolverine is made out of?
Adamantium.
Potato.
No.
There is a difference.
There is a difference.
Torn between some scale mail or the half plate, because we are no longer stealth archer if we are riding a fucking dragon. And also which would fit my aesthetic purposes.
It'd be very funny if you wore the dragon scale mail.
Yeah, I thought it, but I just don't like the blue.
Damn, looking at splint armor, actually, kind of like the way that looks. It's kind of a tight fit.
Oh, it's really cool. It's dripped out.
Wait, now I gotta look it up.
What scale mail are you looking at? Adamantine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty sick. Solbrook.
It does have a pretty tight fit to it.
But which one? Oh no, wait. No, there's only one scale mail. Sorry.
Yeah.
The one
I
that's
said I'm torn between that and like the half plate.
is said to grant its wearer immortal life.
It's not even that. It was literally I just was gravitated for the aesthetic choice.
Hmm.
Hold on, let me read these again. So the problem with hold on, where the fuck did that go? The half plate. Yeah, created by a random goddess. Are we in like a Meridia situation in which a new hand touches the beacon and I will be sworn to her for some shit?
I ain't telling you, dude. That's what the little tag says.
I would like to ask the woman if I would be in servitude to a random goddess of war.
Well, the last time that I wore that, I wasn't. So
Okay, good to know. Good to know. I say I really don't need that immortal life as a knife-head bitch. So I guess I'll take the half plate.
half plate adamantine. Okay. She looks at you and says, well, I'll do the same I did for your friend over there. 9,500.
There's like nothing weird about it that I noticed.
About what?
I don't know, the fucking armor. Does it have a scratch in it that I could argue that I can like take $500 off? Like this is the fucking Goodwill.
Give me investigation, I suppose.
Thank you. 19.
19. This armor looks like it hasn't seen a single day of battle.
Interesting. I'll just pay for it.
Okay. 9,500.
We got the good. We have the meat.
Kirith looks around. I don't really have use for most of these. Ah, what the hell. How much for that folding bolt?
I was hoping someone got the boat.
And the old lady says, give or take, I'll do 15,000. Sold. Best freaking deal I've ever done in my life. And Kira pulls out a bag of coins and puts it on top of the table. And as she's looking at the boat, what is the command word? And the old woman says, I don't know. Are you serious? Oh, come on. Fine, I'll go attune to it, whatever. And she starts inspecting it to see if she can find anything. All right, Gimnir, what's it gonna be?
Does only Josiah get a freebie?
Gimli has
yes.
good intelligence. He's not going to be good with money.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I need to do something for Ethel now. Sorry, a freebie that goes with it too. 1 to 11.
What'd you say? Sorry.
Choose a number from 1 to 11.
9.
She gives you a spell scroll with the spell rope trick. Let me see. Rope trick. I'm pretty sure I remember that. You touch a length of rope that is up to 60 feet long. One end of the rope then rises into the air until the whole rope hangs perpendicular to the ground. At the upper end of the rope, an invisible entrance opens to an extra-dimensional space that lasts until the spell ends. It lasts an hour. The extra-dimensional space can be reached by climbing to the top of the rope. The space can hold as many as 8 medium or smaller creatures. The rope can be pulled into the space, making it disappear from view outside of it. Attacks and spells can't cross through the entrance into or out of the extra dimensional space. But those inside can see out of it as if through a 3-foot by 5-foot window centered on the rope. Anything inside the extra dimensional space drops out when the spell ends.
Okay.
So it's like you have your own little pocket dimension once.
Okay.
All right, Gimnir, what do you got?
Gimnir has 8 intelligence. He's not going to be good with money, so I'm ruling he's getting it.
You're gonna buy it?
Yep, I'm buying it.
All right.
As you should, King.
Let me see. Okay. As she, as you bring it up to her, she's like, "All right, no returns, no backsies, and certainly no fibbing." And she grabs the armor, and she turns it around, and she gives it like a polish on it just to make sure that it's all good. And then she puts her hand out, waiting for the money.
Gimnir sort of like pulls out the little bag that he has on his waist, reaches in, he puts his whole arm into the bag, and then pulls out a big old sack of money. He's like, "Yeah, you're lucky. I kept it in 50,000 gold, and then everything else. So
Well, you can't take it with you if you die, so might as well. All right. Take that 50,000 out.
oh yeah, I'm doing it now.
It's a breastplate, correct?
Yes.
Plate. It's a plate armor.
Plate.
But what about full armor?
What? Plus
I got
3
my cup
plate,
armor.
huh? Jesus, your
Oh,
armor
yeah.
class is 27.
Yeah, you've made a mistake, Rod.
No, I don't think I
what
did.
the scallop?
I don't think I did.
Oh, just wait.
Oh, buddy. Anyway, she reaches into, hold on. I just gotta make sure that. Just gotta make sure that I have the right list. All right. Choose a number from 1 to 14.
7.
You get the spell scroll of the spell Gies.
Oh no, you're giving me an absolutely immoral spell.
Yes. You place a magical command on a creature that you can see within range, forcing it to carry out some service or refrain from some action or course of activity as you decide. If the creature can understand you, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become charmed by you for the duration. And the duration is 30 days. While the creature is charmed by you, it takes 5d10 psychic damage each time it acts in a manner directly counter to your instructions, but no more than once each day. A creature that can't understand you is unaffected by the spell. You can issue any command you choose, short of an activity that would result in certain death. Should you issue a suicidal command, the spell ends. You can end the spell early by using an action to dismiss it. A remove curse, greater restoration, or wish spell also ends it. So yeah, you have that scroll now. 5th level.
Alrighty, well, we're hard hitters now.
Yeah,
I
you
don't know,
are.
I got a rope trick.
Which is a phenomenal spell if you know how to use it. An entire building is collapsing with you in it? Rope trick. Are you about to be burned by a dragon and killed instantly? Rope trick. Is anything going to kill you at any possible moment ever? Rope trick. All right. What y'all want to do?
Yeah. Rope trick is especially broken with ranged characters. You can literally just pop your head out, shoot, and then go back in, and no
That-
one can touch you.
Yeah, and that doesn't count as movement. You essentially have a one use, like, perfect cover that you can shoot out of, but no one can shoot you. All right, what we doing, boys?
I'm good to go.
You good to go, Gimnir?
Noting that I'm shoving everything else that can fit into my bag of holding back into the bag of holding.
How about you, Ethel?
And then, yeah.
Ethel?
What? What?
What? How about you?
Oh, I'm good.
Are you ready to go?
Yes.
Okay, that was my question.
Okay, sorry. I literally have you at 200% and you are still extremely quiet.
There's not much I can do about that. I mean,
All right.
is your volume high enough?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Shall we set out to Sylvania?
Yes.
Let's
Yeah.
shall.
Huh?
I said, let's shall.
No, someone asked something. I don't know who it was.
No.
Okay, anyway. All right. Which path would you like to take? You're currently here.
We could go back the way we came.
Honestly, yeah, that's kind of the move.
I mean, yeah, it's the easiest way to do it.
Eh?
Familiar ground. Pretty much everything else that was in our wake is dead.
All right. As you make your way out of the shop and into the main courtyard of Flint Rock, you're approached by the Tiefling sisters. Ethel, Antigone runs up to you and grabs hold of your hands, and she says, "Good luck. Please be safe."
I'll just be like, I'll try and like squeeze her hands back.
Ophelia at the back. You can tell that she's trying to hold back being too emotional, but she looks at you and says, Now, don't go dying without us. We would have to go down to the seven hells to find you, and you wouldn't like that." And Alexia gives you a slight wave.
Can I give Ophelia a hug?
Yeah, you can.
I want to give Ophelia a hug.
She holds you tight, and this feels almost like a mother's embrace. Now, don't worry. We'll all be here when you come back.
You better be.
Of course we will. Now, go on. And she shoos you gently. All right. As you make your way out of Flint Rock through the front door, the soldiers from before are there, and they give you a small wave. And Ethel, you can feel that Thalion is making his way over the wall to the right.
kind of like nonchalantly mosey over to the hole.
While you all approach that area on your horses, and you realize the, you know, the salient, the extra horse among you, and you're all reminded of Judd. And you can't help but wonder how he is doing.
I don't care.
Just because he told you to fuck off?
Because I told him to fuck off.
Will you make your way back the same way you came?
Yeah, we might as well.
All right. Oops. As you follow along with the Evermores to the northwest of Flint Rock, you approach after about a few hours of slow riding. You reach the Great Road, and you still see people traveling to the west. Not as much as before, but they are still walking. Will you take the Great Road, or will you go around?
I think we should probably take. No, nope, still not going through the bog.
Yeah, I don't see a problem taking the main road.
The main road goes through the bog, though.
What is it you have with the bog?
Have you ever tried to get mud out of fur?
It's
It's not
just from
fun.
the Evermorse. It's just some mud. But
It
also, I
is
prefer
not
the normal
fun.
road. I don't want to take the weird Federation superhighway.
Why?
I don't know. Just don't fucking feel like it.
Well, I'd like to take the Federation superhighway.
As you say that, Kirith is just sort of like, I'm a bit indifferent to it, honestly. Going through the highway will, if we go down the Great Road, it's faster. However, Catman here does not like the idea of mud, even though there's a road.
Gimnir is now weighing his options. Faster means getting to see Kira sooner. Slower means not having to deal with mud. He is very visibly weighing his options with his hands right now.
You know, there's a road that you can stay on that there's no mud on, right?
If we have to fight anything, we're not going to be able to stay on the horses.
Super quick question. What was Alex or Judd's horse's name? Was it a whore? Or horse? But like spelled like
Whores.
whore?
Yeah,
Horse.
it's spelled like this.
Okay. If I was riding whores, by the way.
Whores.
Whores. She sent Thalion, flying up, skirting by himself or whatever. She's just gonna kicky the horse and get her ass going. She's deciding we are taking this stupid road.
Gimnir, Saltbrook, you both just see Ethel to start. She just starts walking down the road to the east.
Oh. Pretty easy for me. Let's get going. I shall go down the road on mine horse.
Kenneth gives a big sigh and goes, just tells her horse to start moving. And Seven reaches down and just like puts his head next to the horse and says, "All right, my friend, let's start moving."
He's like a kid on a pony for the first time, just kind of like doesn't know what to do and kind of wiggles his legs around.
As you all look around, Seven's horse has decided to sort of zigzag. it goes a little bit to the right and then a little bit to the left. It keeps going, and he's more towards the rear, but the horse is zigzagging. As you make your way east on the Great Road, you notice that these are essentially Roman roads. It's made of cobblestone and rock. Um, the the mud and the bog on the sides of this road really don't matter here. This is an advanced road for, a medieval society. And you see around you um, that the fog of the fog of the bog. The fog of the bog is pretty oppressive on the sides, but the road itself remains visible and clear. And most of the people that are walking to the west, they seem to give you confused looks as you pass by.
I am emotionally ready to get hate crimed.
I'm not adding elf racism.
Oh, come on.
No, nope, I refuse. Um,
Okay.
it's been just a couple of hours. Um, but you've already made your way halfway through the Evermoors. This is an extremely efficient road. And as you reach the middle, there's a checkpoint where people can stop and rest. There's some tents here and there and some rest areas that you can take a moment to breathe and to recover before you continue on. Among the many people that are on this rest stop, you see children uh, playing with little straw dolls. You also see very thin and malnourished dogs walking here and there looking for scraps. And in the middle of the road, there is an old man just standing there, his eyes milky and white. And he stares to the southeast into the fog.
Is that fog near the water?
Yes. But pretty much everything is covered with fog. You know that there's supposedly a lake right next to you. But you can't see it.
So does anyone else see this guy or
Are you asking me or the others?
that's Gimner. Gimner is asking the party.
Guys, did you hear it?
Yeah, sorry. It just fucking yeah, no, I see him.
What the scallop
He's
is
a
going
little
on?
he's a little odd. Should we do anything about that or
Sorry, what's going on?
that guy over there? He's kind of just staring off into the fog.
There's a guy in the middle of the road. He's old. He has milky white eyes, and he seems to be staring out towards the southeast. Like, am I quiet for everyone and nobody can hear what I'm saying?
Oh, I can hear you.
Okay,
No, I just wasn't paying attention.
dude. I swear to God, I will body slam you.
Hey, man. At least I'm being honest about it.
That's true.
Well. Eh?
I don't see why there is anything to do about it. He's just an old guy.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had our fair share of odd experiences with people, so
That's why I'm elected to ignore it.
Are you gonna ignore it, Gimnir?
reluctantly. It's still nagging him at the back of his mind.
Okay. So you guys are just gonna pass by him?
Yep.
Okay. As you all pass by him on your horses, as soon as you cross behind him, he turns around. And with eyes that are blind, he stares very intently at at every single one of you, including Seven and Kirith. And as he turns around, there is a gust of wind coming in from the southeast, the direction that he was staring at.
Okay, are we getting bad vibes or like
There's a stench in the air.
a smelly smell that smells what?
Give me perception checks. All of you.
He just had a bad burrito.
Perception tech.
15.
18.
13.
Okay. Gimnir, this is the smell that you remember this smell. This is the smell that was present during the battle when you arrived to fight Vertucci for the final time, where you had to fight your way to the temple. Saltbrook, you also remember this smell. This is the smell of your burning village. This is the smell of the cinders of your home. Ithilden.
You were gonna say burning daughter.
Ithilden. This is the smell of the day your mother died.
We love dead mom drama.
This is no fog.
I just want to make a canon mention. Gimnir is a little poofed right now.
His fur is just standing up.
He's all poofy.
Oh yeah, he's spooked.
Oh, he is poofed, baby.
Far, far, far away, Kira. Over the past week or so, you've been training, learning. And right now you are facing a test, a trial. And in the middle of the courtyard of the Golden Temple of the Monks of Sylvania, the masters all stare down at you as you fight your first big obstacle. In front of you stands a face you never thought you would see again. In fact, you hoped you would never see again. As a blue dragonborn stands to his feet wearing golden armor. A smell in the air harkens back to the moment that Wayland almost killed you. And we'll come back to the Evermores. Let's Keep that in mind, Kira.
Cutscene.
What will you all do?
Yeah, Gimni's very spooked, and he just kind of looks back to the rest of the party and is just like, I told you guys this guy was fucking weird.
Is the smell coming from the guy?
It's in the wind.
It's in the wind.
I would like to cast like a little thaumaturgy to see if this fucker is actually blind or if he's pretending. I would like to send the vision of a bird barreling at his face.
Okay.
Somehow.
He does not move.
Okay, I think he's blind for realsies.
I would like to cast Divine Sense.
I thought you were gonna say divine smite. I was like, damn.
I would like to cast Divine Smite.
I would like to
Fireball.
I have 2 words. Fireball. No, I will cast Divine Sense because I want to see if he's an evil boy.
You do not sense you do not sense celestial fiend or undead. You sense human.
But I can also detect good and evil.
You detect neither.
Seems fishy.
Seems sus.
Seems very sus.
Yeah, I'd like to detect lawful or chaotic. Is this guy like true neutral or what?
Do you have that spell?
Unfortunately, I do not think it applies to anyone with a moral code. So
Well, I can tell you the truth about him then. You do not sense you do not sense chaotic or lawful.
It's fucking insane, bro.
damn boys, we got ourselves a true neutral here.
This
I would like to shout to the man because nothing else has worked.
The Thoom.
What do you shout at him?
You that? Who are you?
He was essentially staring at you all's general direction, but now he takes a few steps forward while looking directly ahead, and he stops next to your horse, Czar. And then his head just looks up. He just looks up at you directly into your eyes.
Can you not speak?
He looks at you, Czar, and he speaks. The swirling mist of fate descends upon the land, heralding a time of great turmoil and strife. The drums of war beat in the distance, and the very soil trembles with the approach of armies. The stars above flicker with ominous light, and the winds whisper secrets of death and destruction. In this year of the serpent, a great conflagration shall engulf the world. The red shall soar above the battlefield, spreading its wings over a sea of blood and tears. The blue and the red will clash, their roars echoing across the mountains and valleys. The powers of the unseen shall stir, their influence shaping the course of the
conflict, the shades of the fallen shall rise, haunting the living with their unfulfilled desires and regrets. The gods themselves shall take notice, casting their lots and choosing sides in the battle of mortals. In the end, the victors shall stand tall, but they shall be forever scarred by the horrors they have witnessed. The world shall be forever changed, its old order shattered by the fires of war. But from the ashes of the old shall rise a new era, born of sacrifice and struggle, of those who fought and died in the Great War.
And as he finishes saying this, tears stream down his face, and he looks up into the sky, and he falls down, dead.
Gimli looks back at everyone else. What the fuck was that?
A prophecy,
And not a new one at that.
indeed.
You poor bastard.
Aye.
Oracles have said the same thing for centuries. Whatever war is coming, it's happened before, and it'll happen again. And she just kind of like clicks her horse on.
Put inspiration on your page. Same goes for Gimnir.
We're not
I
going to
will,
just leave here, are we?
Yes. Yes, we are. I will give the man a cremation,
was
so
gonna
he's
say.
not just left for the vultures.
Create bonfire.
Great bonfire!
Great bonfire, and if I have any quote unquote like what would be considered like a sacred herb, I will toss them into the fire for him.
You throw some yarrow into the fire. You realize that as soon as he dropped dead, the stench that you all smelt is gone. Do you continue on your way?
Yes, please.
Okay. Two options. Would you like to skip to the part where we get to the temple?
Sure.
Yeah, I want to
Oh,
get to Kara.
Yeah, that or like a very, very like quick fast forward version of just kind of a more description of like entering the demilitarized zone for the first time.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. As you reach the edge of the Evermoors and begin to enter the demilitarized zone, you see that not a lot has changed. However, there is a big commotion at the border. And Federation civilians are essentially protesting the fact that they have lost their home. And Ethel, you see elves in full Sylvanian regalia. Guards holding these people at bay. And behind them, you see houses that are now being settled by elves.
Listen, I'm all for it. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Um, as you approach this border with these guards, they recognize you and they grant you passage. You hear the clamoring of the people behind you, screaming, crying, yelling. And ahead of you, you see a couple of elves entering one of the houses. And from inside the house, you hear a scream. The door swings open, and being held by the back of the shirt is a child. A human child. As these elves toss the kid outside of the door. And a group of guards, elf guards, approach, pick the child up, and take the child to the border. The kid cries. He seems to be alone in a crowd of angry people, confused people. He himself feels no anger. He's just scared and alone.
I will get off my horse and make my way towards the small child.
The child is a young human, roughly 6 to 7 years old. Their skin is black, and their hair is curly and long down to their shoulders. They're sitting on the mud, crying.
What's your name, son?
Burma?
Why'd they kick you out?
I'm not like them. I don't know where my parents are. They didn't look like them either.
Why do you want to get inside the walls?
'Cause that's my house.
You live inside there?
Yeah.
Do you live inside the walls, kid?
What do you mean that's my house?
And he points. So essentially, there's a makeshift border, hurriedly constructed, and behind this border is just a village close to Silvery Moon, the city of Silvery Moon. It's a small village, and the non-Sylvanians, the Federation citizens that are protesting, are on this border, trying to get back in and being held at bay by these elf guards.
So they're being denied entry into their own homes.
It's no longer their homes.
Oh.
We gave the Federation the chance to let their civilians stay, but they wouldn't agree to it without their like militarized protection.
Oh, right. I wasn't there for this. I need a recap.
Yeah. Okay. So see this green area here, the big green? This big green is territory that now belongs to the Kingdom of Sylvania, that used to be just this right here.
Right.
Right? And all of these towns that are now gray, they are demilitarized territory. It was the cost of preventing a full-scale battle, a war from starting. There was also some territory exchange here, and it was the way to allow the Great Road construction to continue happening. So these used to be Federation territories, and now they're not anymore. And 75,000 people, citizens of the Federation, are being relocated.
Hmm.
So this little boy, Burma, he's pointing at one of the little villages that most of them still bear flags and markings of the Federation. They're being torn down, essentially. The houses are still there, but the emblems and the imagery is all being torn down by the elves.
Right. But they can't go back in because it's now Sylvanian territory, or because of the construction?
Because it's Sylvanian territory.
So they've kicked them out.
Yes.
There's always Sylvania territory.
Shut the fuck up, Elf.
It's always been.
Anyway.
It's ancestral Sylvanian territory.
It's recently become back to being administrated by them, I guess. But they've kicked everybody out.
Well, the Federation
Gave them the chance to stay, but the Federation was like, no.
the Federation agreed to relocate these people.
Are there any Federation forces in the area doing their jobs, or they've not gotten around to doing it yet?
Nope. None of you see any Federation forces around.
Or like ride up to the people being, I guess, fairly aggressive, which seems weird, but okay. And like yell at them in Sylvan to like chill the fuck out. Like there's no need to be aggressive. Don't use like physical violence.
Soon as you say that, Ethel, one of the guards shoots a look towards you, and in common, he says, "No need to be aggressive, huh? Say that to all the elves that they killed in order to secure these lands. He's one of them."
And you want to be as bad as them.
As bad as them? I'm sorry, I didn't kill their people. And what do you care anyway? You're an elf too. Or what, you don't love your own kind?
She like gets off her horse and gets in his fucking face.
Go on. Give me a reason to cause a ruckus. I've been waiting for shit like this to happen.
You and me both, fuck ass.
Gimli
Okay,
sort of
that's-
calls over. Gimli sort of calls over. Look, it's not going to end well for anyone if we make a mess. Let's just get going.
She's still in his face. She's like, I want to help our people secure an actual worthy future.
Worthy,
We
huh?
don't have to treat these people like garbage. We have our land back. Just escort them and give them the provisions that their own people aren't giving them.
Tell you what, sweetheart. Why don't you enlist in the Sylvanian army, and then maybe one day, when you outrank me, then you can give me orders.
Do I outrank him?
No. You're
You're not
longer
in the army.
You're no longer Sylvanian army.
No longer? Oh, sure. That's whatever.
I mean, you told me that you're no longer in the Sylvanian army.
Okay. I would pretend.
Okay, roll deception.
Do I pull the do you know my daddy card?
You
You know who my father is.
have any idea who my daddy is? He's gonna fuck you up.
Well, first of all, does he have like a name tag? Like that's kind of
No.
stupid to ask in like medieval times.
No, he does
It's really
not.
stupid to ask in like medieval times. But like, does he?
No, he does not. You recognize the markings on his uniform. He's essentially a sergeant.
Fuck it. I asked his name.
What's your name, soldier?
Go
Yeah.
on, ask it.
What?
Ask it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. It's like, so what's your name, sweetheart?
Sylvan Sylvanas the Third, lady. He's
That's
obviously
supposed to mean something to me.
he's obviously making a joke. That's the name of the one of the old kings.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tubby, sorry, Tubby's eating plastic.
Microplastics in my cat. Microplastics in my cat.
I'm sure he has
Hey,
microplastics.
yo, these ain't micro. These are regular size.
These are
pieces.
macroplastics.
Surprised I haven't found
These are
plastic.
macroplastics.
Is there like a division, like insignia?
Yes. You hold on. I need my little notebook because
Oh,
I
his
did
little
not
notebook.
expect. I did not expect this question. But I do have. Uh-huh. This is. He's part of the 3rd Sylvanian Infantry, 1st Legion. It's not a regiment of renown, so to speak. It's just a regular regiment.
Yeah, okay.
Nothing in Sylvania is still of much renown. It has been hundreds, if not thousands of years since any war.
Well, good to know because I'm just gonna be an ass and pull the dad card. I don't really give a shit
Okay.
at this point. I'm having a bad day. She's gonna be like, "Well, I'm sure Commander Amakir would love to hear how the 1st or the 3rd Infantry is making an absolute mockery of this new opportunity for us."
And I'll tell you what, sweetheart. When you get Commander Amakir down here, tell him that he's too fucking old to give us orders.
And he just turns around and starts walking away.
Could I minor illusion a twig for him to trip over and smack his face off the ground?
I mean, it's not physical.
Damn it.
The minor illusion is just that. It's an illusion.
I mean, I'll start a fucking fight.
I'm down.
Anyone else in?
What are you gonna do?
Gimni's more just itching to just be reunited with his best friend.
I want to kick his knees out and then like smack him in the back of the head with like the hilt of my new sword.
Are you gonna do it?
Yes.
Saltbrook, Gimnir.
I'm down to fight.
Gimni just sort of sighs and just puts his head in his hands. He's not getting involved.
Coward.
Kirith just sort of like watches, and Seven also watches.
I'll fight.
All right, roll that attack. Unarmed attack roll.
Kick his knees. 16 to hit.
That's a glancing blow. It'll deal half damage.
Can I use the Dark One's own luck to add on to that roll? Because that sounded cool.
Okay. Add on
Alright,
to
so
it.
that's a 1d10 for how much it adds.
Okay, do I roll that?
Yeah, you can
I
roll that.
roll it.
Either
It
one
was
of
an
you.
Oh. 8.
It was an
Okay.
8.
Okay,
So
yeah.
that makes that 24.
Sure, that's a hit.
Incredibly minor damage, but I mean, I want to see it happen the way it was said.
Yeah, you deal 2 damage to him.
I was gonna say it's fucking 2 damage. But did I successfully kick his knees out?
Well, it's not a sweep. It's not a shove, so no, he's still standing.
Fucking what? I had to specify? Okay.
Yes, it's a specific attack.
Kick his knees out would kind of give you the image, but okay.
I mean, it's one of the actions in combat. It's written right underneath the thing.
You know, you're right, sorry. You have to, I guess, look at that more often.
Anyway,
Anyway, now what happens?
Can we take a break for 5 minutes?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Thanks for the sub, sweets. Okay. I'm just gonna make the guy prone since that's clearly what you wanted. You kick this guy's legs off, and he just falls down to the ground, covered himself in mud. And as soon as you do that, the other guards turn around and unsheath their swords. Roll initiative, everyone.
That's a 14 for Gimnir.
I got a 3.
Dirty 20.
13, Gimnir.
Yeah.
3, Saltbrook.
Yes.
Yes, give me a second. I need to fucking... Okay, please don't... God, fucking, I gotta stop the stream to go grab these armies because otherwise it's spoilers.
Or nor.
I wasn't expecting to have to use them. Oh, fuck, I don't even have them. God damn it.
I mean, to be fair, I can like surrender that I've quote unquote made my point, or they can like temporarily arrest me. I'm cool with either of these scenarios.
I mean, you started a fight.
Hey, like one guy.
He's a guard.
Sure.
He's an asshole.
But he's a dipshit.
Okay, I'll just use regular minifigs. Okay. Roll the initiative. Alright. Ethildon, it's your turn.
You pop open the stream again.
Oh, yeah.
You alright, Rod? You sound tired.
I'm good. I'm imagining this looks like this. Also, Gimnir, just because you rolled initiative doesn't mean you have to fight. I'm just saying that if you do fight, that is your order in the initiative ladder.
Oh yeah, Gimnir is sticking out of it right for right now.
All right, Ethildon, it's your turn.
She like she doesn't want to like engage with these dudes like directly. Oh, why did it just boot me out of the stream? There we go.
What the skeleton?
What the skeleton? Um. I think she'll like yell and ask, like, is your orders to be aggressive and throw children out of the border?
Our orders are to make sure that this settling goes peacefully.
What about that child wasn't peaceful?
Not an elf, not our problem.
Doesn't have to be our problem, but we can treat them with respect.
Respect after what they did to our cities.
I understand. I made the movement for this territory. But they're civilians, they're innocent people. That's a child.
There are no innocents. Not anymore, not after what they did to our people.
She kind of like looks back at like Saltbrook.
Hello.
You think it's fair to take this out on literal mothers and children?
What about our children? What about our mothers? Did they ever stop to think about them?
If your
No.
first argument is a what about, that means you're okay with doing it, and that means you're a piece of shit.
Shut it, human!
Suck my balls.
You're lucky you have diplomatic immunity to be in here. You stay out of this, we won't cut your fucking ears off!
Come get him then, bitch.
Listen, they've taken from me too. But why can't you see that we can be better than this?
Oh, we will be better. Once they're all fucking gone from our lands.
She like sheathes her sword and said, like, I don't fucking have time for this, and she's gonna go talk to the people in charge. I also really want to get Kira back in the gang.
To do what?
I also really want to get Kira back in the gang this session.
Yeah, about that. This guy charges you. You started a fight with a group of heavily armed soldiers that are doing essentially ethnic cleansing.
Fair.
There's
It's
consequences.
good that we're in this fight.
Yeah, fair. I just wanted to listen. RP matters.
It does.
Yes. My question is, how many civilians are around these groups, or is there a pretty good distance between them and the crowd?
There's a good. I mean, there is a good distance from these people here. The idea is that there's a house right about here.
Mhm.
And the civilians are roughly around this area. There's still other soldiers holding the line.
I'm sorry, can we take just a 1 second to appreciate that noise?
Yeah, the do.
That scratched my brain very nicely.
Nice.
That scratched my brain. Very good, like, yes.
You never heard that little saying?
No.
Really?
No, just
It like scratched the itch in your brain?
my brain is not itchy.
Okay, but now it is because you're thinking about it.
No,
All right,
not
a 15 does a glancing blow, correct?
Oh, sorry. Yes, you're correct.
All right. And that means it halves the damage. You take 5 points of damage from
Okay.
from the first attack.
Mhm.
And the second one misses. Was number 14, which means Gimnir. If you're going to do something, now is the time. If you're going to sit it out, I'll just go to the next one.
Sorry, I was getting my cat away from the dishes. Gimnir is sitting out for now. He's just going to watch and see how things unfold.
All right. Now for the 12s, this guy gets up, and that's his entire movement. But he... Wait. Is it an entire movement? But it's not his action, I'm pretty sure. Which means that he gets to attack. He misses the first one, and he misses the second one.
This one will attack with advantage since he's flanking. He crits. 7, 8, 9.
Did you buy adamantine armor or did you not, Ithilden?
I did.
Hey, no crits.
Okay. Then she takes 9 points of damage on the first attack. And second attack hits. That is 6, 10 points. So 19 points of damage on the second,
Gotcha.
on total.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, next one is 11. Pretty sure all of them, except for one, get to go. Here comes advantage. 7, he misses and misses. 3, and crit fails. That's a miss on the first one, a hit on the second. That is 6, 9 points of damage. Solbrook, it is your turn. Kirith and 7 are sitting it out.
Cowards times 2. I feel like it's not that bad of an idea to throw a fireball.
Ethel is right in the middle.
I
I've
can
also
fire it
fired-
behind them. Although that might be a blocking of line of sight issue.
It would be.
I do have fire resistance.
Oh. That's handy.
I don't know how well that affects, but
What's the radius on that?
I believe it is... That's the range, 20 feet.
20 feet? That means it's 10 circum. It would hit the civilians as well, and it would also aggro pretty much all of the other soldiers.
What does fire resistance do for Ithilden? Just like half damage? Or
It
what?
halves damage.
How much HP do you have left?
oh, that's a great question. Give me one second. Yo, why is my computer like pulling up random apps? What is happening?
27, I believe.
Virus.
Yeah, 27. I got 27 left.
27. Okay, let me do a little bit of mathematicals here. How much did you say? 27?
Yeah.
Then it's technically impossible for me to kill you.
Great. Go for it.
You're okay with me hitting you with a fireball?
Honestly, at this point, yes.
Okay. I'm
Like
going
I'm being
to...
kind of swarmed anyways.
Yeah, I would like to hit the guy next to Ithilden just so I don't just shoot a fireball at Ithilden.
There are 5 guys next to Ithilden.
Yeah, but like the one, that one.
5 guys, burgers and fries.
This one?
Yeah. I want to see what the radius is because my ass is in that radius.
Okay. It would
They're not though.
hit this. It would hit
Yeah.
Kirith. It wouldn't
Yeah.
hit 7.
Alright.
It would hit
Let me
you
let me
too.
try and find a spot that's a little. Can I do it like 2 cubes away from that guy on the right of Ithilden?
Here?
A little bit further.
Oh.
No, like down and then more to the right. Yeah, what's that look like? Should be at a range of those guys. I'll hit everybody.
Hits you.
Yeah, but no one else. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll put it 1 more cube to the right. That way I can mitigate damage to myself and everybody around.
You are gonna set the house on fire.
Yeah. You're throwing it
Okay.
directly right next to the
No
house.
fireball then. I don't feel like destroying property today. Well, never said never. I'm just going to charge him with the greatsword then. I'm going to flank him.
That's my boy. Into the fray.
With my new greatsword.
Who are you charging?
I will charge to the left of Thilden. Yes.
Oh, to the left of Ithilden, then it would be here.
Well, it's her left.
Yeah.
So it's... Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. I'll just do that.
All right, go for it.
Swing, and that is a 15
Glancing blow.
glancing, and then my second is 7, so that's a
That's a miss.
Since I'm using all of my fun actions today, I think I have one that lets me attack twice.
You have 2
Hold on.
actions. You have 2 attack actions.
Yes, but I'm pretty sure I have a thing for this. I might just be wrong though. Mm. Mm. Just give me one sec here. Ah, that's it. Thirsting Blade. Oh wait, that's with my packed weapon. Never mind. Just one glancing, so it'll be doing 4 damage.
Well, you get attack twice with a single attack action.
Oh.
Yeah, you have multi-attack.
Oh. Okay, then I'll just do it again.
Yeah, you got the first one glancing. What's the second one?
Second one is 12, which is a miss.
Yes. All right, roll for damage. 2d6 plus 3.
2d6 plus 3 gets me 11. So that would be, if you want to round up, 6. If you want to round down, 5.
What? What do you mean?
You have to do half damage because it was a glancing.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Do 6 damage. That's fine.
All right.
All right. Which means Buddy over here gets his final attack. And he's flanking.
Whoa there, buddy boy.
Wait, wasn't I flanking?
Technically, yes.
I should have had advantage then, shouldn't have I? Oh well.
I mean, you can just deal 11 then.
Sure.
Roll a d20. If you get a 20, then I'll give that to you.
I actually did get a d20. Taking a fucking print screen of that. Hold up. There you go.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Roll a crit damage then.
All right. Crit says 18.
Okay. Dude goes to attack you. He misses both.
Zam.
Which means Ethel, it's your turn again.
Wait, how much HP do these guys have? What the heck?
Cool. Okay, hold on. Let me review my options. Oh god, my spells kind of suck for this. Hold on.
Is there any point in the lineup that I can come in now? I thought I was like after Saltbrook, or am I after Thilden?
You are after Ethilden. You're 13.
Okay.
You should be next,
But-
I think.
No, there's a guy that has 14.
Mm-hmm. Straight up. Which of the guys in front of me, which was the one I initially pushed prone?
Main one. Directly in front of you.
Right in front of me. I would once again like to just grapple this man to the ground. I have a personal vendetta beef with this man.
Roll to grapple.
Okay. would my like hit DC like still be like unarmed strike, or like what would I roll? Just a D20?
Let's see. You make a grapple check instead of an attack roll, so it's strength. Strength
strength
check
roll?
contested by either strength or dex.
I see. Okay, where's
Phil, this isn't a fist fight.
I want it to be. Oh, is it not letting me? Okay, I'll just do this then. My pussy ass throws all 6 of myself at him, apparently, and we'll see what it does.
He crit fails, so you're grappling him.
That's incredible, actually. Is that my... Yeah, that was my whole action. Okay.
No, that you get an attack and a grapple.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you have multiple, if you're able to make multiple attacks with the attack action, this attack replaces one of them.
Mm. I would like to... Like to put my blade to his throat and just say yield. My mommy brought me pizza.
He looks at you and he says, "Yield? After what you did? I'd rather die."
Be arranged.
Go on.
All right, kill him.
You're surrounded.
I just punch him.
You punch him?
Yeah. She's having a fun day.
Roll an armed strike with advantage.
I'm just gonna take the 23 on that.
Huh?
I rolled a 23. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You hit him. That's 2 damage.
Yeah, it is. I know D&D is meant for like epic battles and stuff, but there's something so cathartic about just punching a man.
We got Buddy over here. He attacks you with advantage. He hits one of the... Oh, well, actually, he hits the first. And then he glancing blows the second. So, first one, that is 13 points of damage. The second one, that is 5 points of damage. So, 18.
Oh shit.
I told you this should be a fist fight.
I don't know if I want to kill my kinsman.
Just specify non-lethal damage, then that's what I'm gonna do when I start taking people out.
Oh, that's a thing.
Yeah.
I really need to make like a rule sheet and like have it next to my pooter.
Okay.
Yeah, Gimnir. If you're gonna do anything, if you're gonna hop in, now's the time.
Yeah, Gimnir walks over halfway, like in between the 2 guards that are next to Ithilden on their right. So the closest 2, yeah. He's gonna walk up to them, and he's just going to say, "Now let me make myself clear. If you do not run now, I will not hold back. I am trying to see one of my closest, someone I would consider family, and it has already been too long. So I'm giving you this one opportunity.
Piss off,
Please."
cat boy.
I'm gonna need
what the
both of them to
scout?
make I'm gonna need both of them to make wisdom saving throws.
What's the DC?
DC 14, I believe.
They both pass it. One is 17, the other is 20.
All right, you guys asked for it. And then I'm going to swing at one of them with my battle axe.
Alright. Roll to hit.
Alrighty, does a... I'm gonna go ahead and say that an 8 probably does not hit,
Nope.
so...
They're at DC 15.
Yeah.
I know this because I got a glancing blow, so we know what they're at.
Okay, so
See,
does
that's the
16
point
hit?
of the rule.
Okay. So my second one's a 16.
Okay, that hits. Which one of
And
them are you going for?
I'm gonna go for the one on the left,
Roll for damage.
and I'm also going to be doing a first level divine smite.
Okay.
So that is 5 plus first level 2d6
2d8.
2d8. That is 15 total damage.
Okay. He's still standing. That was 13. Which means we have 11, 12, 12, 1, 4. Okay. So 12 and 12. That's a crit fail on the first one. And that's an 18 on the second one, so they hit. That is 12 points of damage. Ethildon, you are unconscious.
Ooh, okay.
And the second one is going to go for you, Gimnir. And he attacks you with advantage. He misses the first one. He misses the second one. Wait, this guy already attacked. Sorry. I'm stupid. Okay. That's 12 done, which means that we have 4, and then Saltbrook, and then 1. Oh my god. That's a double crit on the...
Gee, no crits.
I know, but it's just funny.
Jesus.
It still hits, so...
I mean, yeah, but no crits.
He hits you on the first one. That's 9 points of damage. And he misses on the second one. Your turn, Saltbrook.
So 9 damage. 9 damage total?
Yes.
Okay. My turn, or is there another?
It's your turn, Saltbrook.
Okay. Does this work again? Ah, yes. I will. How does this one work again? Yeah, okay. I'll swing into the same guy with my greatsword.
Which one was it? The one in the front.
In
Okay.
front of me, I think, yeah.
Yep. Roll to hit.
Okay. 13 misses.
Yes.
And then my other one is a 14, which also misses.
Yep.
Good fucking god. That's it.
Yep. Last one attacks, misses the first one, attacks again and misses the second one. All right. Ethel, roll a death saving throw for me.
Oh jeez. Where is that on my page? Hold on,
You
sorry.
just roll a d20.
Okay. 5.
That's one failure. Uh, 14, 12, 11, 12. Okay. Misses the first one. And misses the second one. Give me your turn.
Gimnir is going to take the guy between him and a Thilden, and he's going to do a shove attack to the left. He's going to try and just move him out of the way.
Okay.
I'm just going to assume that's an unarmed strike.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Okay, that's a 24 to hit and 4 damage.
Okay. Well, no. You make a strength check, contested by his strength or dexterity.
Okay, so like athletics or just straight strength?
Yeah, athletics.
Okay, that's 19.
All right. Yep, you shove him.
And then, even though I know this is going to proc opportunity attacks, I'm moving over to a Thilden, and I'm going to use my lay on hands.
Okay. These two guys are going to attack you twice. 16, miss. 2, 6, miss. 2, 3, miss. And misses. All of them.
A Thilden is going to get 15 health from the lay on hands.
Damn. Thanks, bud.
And then he's also going to use a bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on Ithilden.
Bro, you're the best.
Good stuff.
That's +2 AC, right?
Yep.
Haha, I remembered something.
After Gimnir, we have the 12s. That's going to be an attack on Ithilden. A miss. And a hit. That's 12 points of damage.
As a reaction, Gimnir is absorbing that 12 points of damage.
All right. And then we got here. That's a miss. Then here. That's a crit. So he hits you, Gimnir.
A crit against me?
Yep.
That's fine.
That is 8 plus 6. So 12. No. Fucking 14. I'm stupid. Uh, 7 doesn't do anything, but Kirith will. Okay. Yeah, okay. She is going to stand right here, so she has reach. She attacks with advantage. The first guy. It's a hit. She will deal 19 points of damage, killing this one. She'll attack the other. She hits. She will deal 20 points of damage to this one. He's dead. She'll action surge. Crit on this poor fucker. For that is for 31 points of damage.
Jesus.
And then for the final attack, she'll divine weapon. This guy. That's 17. She hits. And she will deal 27 points of damage. Those two guys roll wisdom saving throws. One of them fails and runs. One left. Sulbrook, it's your turn.
Okay. This guy. Holy shit! What the hell did Gimnir do?
Gimnir didn't do it.
Oh, it was
It's my-
Kirith?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck did Kirith do? What the heck?
You weren't watching?
I was taking a quick piss. Okay. What the scallop? Alright. Because I want my that's a little bit mean for me to do. I don't want a vampiric touch this guy. That'd be a little bit of a meanie bobini play.
Lord.
I'll just swing with my greatsword again. I'm having fun with this thing.
Roll to hit.
So first one's gonna be a nat 20. Love to see it. Damage on that boy, 13. And then the second one is gonna be a 9. Womp womp.
That's a miss.
Yup. I do 13 damage to him anyhow.
He misses.
Damn.
Ethilden, it's your turn.
I guess I'll move to finish this guy off then with my sword.
Roll with advantage.
22 that hits, I guess.
Deal damage.
6 damage though, only 6 damage.
Well, he's dead, so. Okay, that's the end.
Point proven.
As the last guy falls to the ground, the protesters around these soldiers see what you did, and they start charging the line of soldiers. It's a generalized brawl. There's screaming, there's fog being lifted, there's yelling. And they manage to grab a couple of the soldiers and throw them through the ground and stab them as best they can with daggers and start ripping their armor off. On the side, you see a mother trying to protect her child as one of the soldiers just cuts her down. The child runs away. It's a massacre. This is completely generalized, and if given enough time, this will just devolve into a sea of corpses.
Christ, man.
What would you like to do?
Do we want witnesses or do we not want witnesses?
Gimnir looks over at the rest of the party and is just like, this is why I didn't want us to get involved.
Think we could get them to stop?
Probably not. Anyone making noise? No, very loud. No, well, actually, I guess I can.
Well, then maybe you could use your pet to try and spook everyone.
Or a bad idea, but okay. I guess I could call Thalion and have. Hold on, where's my page? What's the frightful presence to see if it would get pretty much everyone to either run away or stop what they're doing.
Sure.
Have him land behind this row of soldiers, basically between us and the soldiers, because he can't. I'm assuming they can't. He can't exactly land between the soldiers and the people.
No, they're all engaged
Yeah,
in combat.
Right.
Are you doing this?
Yes.
Okay. From the sky, you see a flash of red as it lands between you and the wall of soldiers. And they all got to do wisdom saving throws. Is that it?
Yeah. Sorry. Let me double check what it is. Yeah. DC 19 Wisdom saving throws.
Well, that was highly effective.
All of the peasants and civilians start running away. Two of the soldiers stay and stare at Thalion. They lay down their arms and start tending to their wounded. There's roughly 40 to 45 dead people between soldiers and civilians. Yeah.
Okay.
Between soldiers and civilians, there's roughly 40 to 45. We're now reaching 3 hours. I think I'm going to stop it here.
Fair enough.
Jeez, man.
I'm sorry, Tess. We couldn't get to the palace.
Yeah, no worries. I'm getting pretty tired myself anyways.
All right. I'll see everyone next time.
Yep.
First things first next time. I promise I won't start any more fights.
Thank you for watching,
Bye, everyone.
Bye.